Hey friends, today we want to tell you about the Thieves household cleaner. I will say that probably this is the first thing that I suggest to someone after they purchase. A lot of my friends tend to get like the oil and diffuser first. The household cleaner would be something I would say to add on. So I'm going to go a little bit in depth on this one, but let me tell you high level first. It is a multi-purpose solution for almost every surface in your home, your office, your car. You can use it on fabrics, upholstery, carpet, floor, walls, dishes, like everything. It's safe for you, for your children, and your pets. It has 100% plant and mineral-based ingredients, which that's the reason we're using it, is because it's clean. But it's cleaning also because of the oils in it. It has like clove, cinnamon bark, rosemary, lemon, and eucalyptus. I want to tell you about this. Do you know that based on a Weber State University study, the Thieves oil itself was found to have a 99.6% kill rate against airborne germs? That is a cool thing to know. Here's what I want you to know. I know if you feel like you're going to the store and you're buying, all these Lysols and Clorox and all of those things, you feel like you're getting something that's cleaning. I understand that. I think like we are brought up that we go to the store and that's what it's doing. But here's what I want you to know. If you have never dug into this, I'm going to tell you this. Under the Federal Hazardous Substance Act, household cleaners are the only household product for which manufacturers are not required to list all the ingredients. They are required to list it. Certain ingredients like fragrances, for example, are considered trade secrets. And the government regulations are designed to protect the proprietary information. That means when you think you're cleaning the house, you're using all these toxic ingredients. Most people assume, I know I always thought this until I knew it, that the government oversees this multi-billion-dollar household cleaning product industry. But the reality is that it's not regulated. Do you want to know like some of the worst household cleaner offenders? You might be surprised. Like rated F for the worst toxicity are like Ajax, Clorox, Fabuloso, Greenworks, Lysol, Mr. Clean, Pledge, Scrubbing Bubbles, Soft Scrub, SOX, Tilex. These are awful. They're like horrible cleaning things. And I know like most of us would say, we're doing the best for our family that we know. But what you didn't know is you probably have never looked at the ingredients because we were never taught in school to do that. So here's something else. The household industry has caught on to green cleaning. You'll maybe see little like signs in stores like saying more natural or all of that. But here's the deal. These companies are charging 20 to 30% more, and they usually contain the same amount of chemicals that are damaging to our health. But they're just charging more and they're using a different toxic ingredient. Most people don't realize this. Now, I love listening. If you've ever heard Dr. Ollie talk before, I love listening to his research and the things that he says about it. Here's something that I learned from a class that I was at with his. The average American household uses a cleaner, like a household cleaner, 4 times a week. So what is the effect of this? He said. He goes, well, you should also ask, what is the effect of this on your health if it's not young living? Using a toxic household cleaner spray 4 times a week has the same effect on the lungs as smoking 1 pack of cigarette a day for 20 years based on the lung tests. That's pretty significant. Like you should care about that. That is why it's so important that you educate yourself, which if you're listening to this, you're educating yourself on the toxins that are used in these products. So, one thing when you think about like when we're going to clean, like you're going to clean a bathtub, right? Well, think about that. You think you wiped it down, then you fill it with warm water, and then you put your body into it, open up your pores, and everything that you clean that with is going into your skin. Think about when you're mopping your floors and now you have a grandbaby or you have a newborn child that comes and they're walking on it. They are putting all of that into their skin. It's absorbing through your feet, which has one of the most absorbing spots of your body. So you want to use the Thieves household cleaner. So one thing, maybe you've thought about like you want to buy this, but you're thinking like $23-ish seems really expensive. Well, let me tell you, it's totally worth it. Do you know that you can make about 14 or more 30-ounce bottles of cleaner from this one bottle? that makes like 30 ounces of this is going to be like $1.57 each. There's no way you can tell me that you can go to a store and buy a toxic ingredient product for less than $2 a bottle. The reason that it's cleaning is because it's cleaning with these oils that, like, as I said, like on university studies, it is killing the germs. When you are using other toxic ingredients, it's not like the Clorox bottle itself. If you really dig into their website and look, and it says on the bottle, do you realize like the wipes? I used to go through wipes like crazy when I was like in college and first married and that. Do you know what it actually says that though when you clean the surface, it has to actually stay wet for 10 minutes? There's no way you wipe it down and it's dried up in about 3 minutes. Okay, it says right in the bottle it needs to stay wet to clean. It is not cleaning. It's not doing it. And I bet you've never taken time to look at that. You didn't know that because you didn't know, which is why we're doing these videos and educating you. So the cool thing on here is like I use like it's a 30-ounce bottle, and I usually will take 2 caps, like you take the household cleaner and I put 2 caps of it in, and then I fill it with water. And because we're getting these products from Young Living and they just haven't put the water in it. And so it's like we're getting it heavy dilute or heavy like full, and then we just put it in and dilute it is what we're going to do. So it is safe enough. Like I've heard it said, and I've done this too, is like maybe like you're feeling under the weather and like it's winter time and like, oh, you feel yucky. You can pour some of the household cleaner in your bathtub because you don't want to make up Epsom salt baths and all of that. Like you can do that. People that have had women issues, you can put that in the tub and kind of soak in it. One thing that I want to tell you is like I like to look at money and as some comparisons out there. I just want to show you like price wise. It feels like, okay, I'm spending $23. Heaven forbid we do that. No, it's probably going to last you over a year. So just the regular household cleaner. Do you realize that like we're going to pay about for the same amount? So we're going to get like we're diluting it and we're going to get so if I compare it to a 32-ounce bottle of an all-purpose cleaner, and then I make, how many am I going to make? Because with our bottle, I'm going to get 432 ounces. So I'm going to spend about $23 for ours. And if I get the leading cleaner for the same amount, it's going to cost me $52.50.
I think Kara froze up in that. So I'll move on, and when Kara gets back, we'll be good. She is absolutely right on the cost effectiveness of Thieves. To me, it's like, why wouldn't anybody buy this? It's cheaper, it's better for you. And the other big thing too that you need to think about as far as the cost comparison thing is how many different cleaning products are you buying? Are you buying like a Windex? Are you buying something to clean like your stove? Are you buying something else to clean your shower? Are you buying like all these different things? Like you open up most people's, and this used to be me, if you opened up the underneath the cabinet, like you would have several things in there. Now I have my Thieves. That's like one thing. Like you gain cabinet space by using this. Okay. To me, it's like such a no-brainer. It cleans better. It's healthy for you. I mean, if you think about Kara mentioned you're cleaning your floors and you're cleaning it with the Swiffer mop stuff. You just put toxic ingredients down there that your animals are walking over, your babies are walking on. In the summertime, you're going barefoot in your house and you're absorbing that up into your system. It's like, why would you do that? Like this to me, and I'm like Kara, it's one of the first things I will recommend to people because it's such a good trade out for what there is out there to clean your home, get rid of a lot of the toxic ingredients. And I will tell you honestly, I think it's worth it. Like I have people that say, well, I just bought this like for $5 or whatever. It's like, is your health worth going through one more bottle of this? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say to you, listen to these videos, listen to the reasons why it's important to get that toxic stuff out of your house. And here's what we did too. Don't just dump it down the sink, because that's going into the water system and out into the things. What we did to actually get rid of the toxic cleaners that were in our home is we went out to the street and poured it in. We live on a dirt road. We poured it onto the street, in the middle of the street. We live in Colorado. It evaporated. Now, yes, it evaporated in the air, but we felt like that was the best scenario to get rid of that toxic stuff. And like, it's not going into people's yards. It's like in the street, in the dirt, just like, so that's how we got rid of them. And then threw those empty containers away. And I encourage you to do that. Like, if we all would do this, our environment would be so much better. When there are people that are cleaning your home, like, we insist that they use the Thieves cleaner. And they're usually very agreeable to that, because they're not spending their money on things. It's like, I just say, use my Thieves stuff. And I've had cleaning people who actually like, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. And it's like, they want to get it for themselves as well. So, think about the people in your life that you can help by just getting this one cleaner, like, in their life. It is a game changer in so many ways. So I think if you listen to some of our other videos on our Thieves line, you'll hear that there's a lot of hacks with the Thieves cleaner too. So, like, using it in your laundry soap as like an extra boost cleaning agent. I use it as a rinse aid with my dishwasher, my Thieves dishwasher detergent. We use it at the barn all the time to clean out. Instead of using, a lot of horse owners will use bleach to clean out your horse tanks with. We use Thieves household cleaner to clean out the buckets and the tanks and the everything in the tack room and all of this stuff with our horses. We use Thieves household cleaner as a soak if there's like an abscess in a horse's hoof that they need to be drawing it out. We use the Thieves household cleaner. We use Thieves household cleaner to clean tack. We use Thieves household cleaner for everything, home, barn, whatever. So there's so many ways to use it. And, it is the quintessential all-purpose cleaner, as far as I'm concerned. If you feel like you need it to be more of a degreaser, add some lemon oil to it. And that will degrease like things around your stove a lot easier. But we're still using the Thieves household cleaner. I use Thieves household cleaner also as a base for bug spray. So if you're not using we actually have a bug spray now that I'll use, but I'll add a little bit of Thieves household cleaner to the bug spray. So there's so many ways to use it, you guys. Please, 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 if nothing else, change out this cleaner in your home, get rid of your toxic cleaners, and change out your laundry soap. If nothing else, do those two things.
I want to add a few more things in that I forgot about too, is like, I've also learned that if you have any form of respiratory issues in yourself or your kids or your family, whether it's asthma or respiratory, any of that, do you know that 85% of the people, by simply switching out their household cleaner, will notice a decrease in their respiratory issues? Just that alone. A couple of like the hacks, as Body was talking about, like, in the animals, they have like the animals. I learned at an animal conference, a pet tip is that you can use the household cleaner, whether it's diluted or undiluted, if there is any sort of wound on your pet. So you could put that straight up on your pet. You can do that. A good jewelry hack that you can do is if you use a half a cup of warm water and a capful of the Thieves household cleaner and soak your jewelry for 10 minutes and then just pat it dry. That is going to be helpful. And then another crazy thing that you can do with it is that you can use it as a wrinkle spray. You're going to simply hang your wrinkled items up and then give it a good spray. And then as it dries, the household cleaner will help the wrinkles to fall out. So that is another cool thing to do with it. Sarah, what things do you do? I'm sure you have lots of fun stuff that we haven't thought about.
We use Thieves cleaner in literally every room of the house. This is my office cleaner bottle. Like I have a bottle in every single room of the house. And there is a couple of reasons for that. First of all, like Kara said something about like you can use this on your skin. Whenever we go outside or if the dogs come inside and there's something that is irritating our skin, the first thing that I do is spray the skin with the Thieves cleaner. And it has like a ingredient in there that releases like any kind of like oily bond. So if there's like a poison ivy or poison oak or something that encourages like something that sticks to the skin or anything, the Thieves will loosen that up and then you can go upstairs and wash it off and it stops the irritation and it stops getting worse. And then you can use your oils to just help soothe the skin. We have it in the kitchen, not just for cleaning the cupboards, but after we cook something that has like a greasy film in the pan, I will spray this and then like do all the dishes and then wash the greasy dish last. And the Thieves cleaner breaks up all the grease in that. We have it in the bathroom, obviously, because it's cleaning the bathroom. We have it in the bedroom. Like sometimes when my hair is like really, really dirty, or if I've gotten paint or something else in my hair, I will spray it down with the Thieves cleaner first before I get in the shower and wash it off. It loosens whatever is like stuck in my hair so that I can get it out really, really easily. When Soph was really little, she got blue nail polish all over carpet and linoleum and her skin. But I thought, we are never going to get this out of the carpet. I'm going to have to replace the carpet. My mom took the undiluted Thieves and she just and it was after it was dried and everything. And she just very methodically blotted, like soaked and blotted and soaked and blotted with the undiluted Thieves on that area. And she pulled all of the indigo blue out of the beige carpet. You couldn't tell that it was there, got it completely off of everything. There was no stain whatsoever. It worked fantastic. We had an issue in an old house that we lived in where the shower leaked and it had a mold issue that happened with the wall that was up against the back of the shower. That's how we knew that it was leaking and was able to take care of it. But we had mold that was coming through the sheetrock and I took undiluted Thieves cleaner and I put it on a sponge and I cleaned all the mold off of that area. And then I stuck my Thieves with the no water diffuser, the Aroma Lux. I stuck that in the closet and then let it run because of course nobody could come over and fix the problem that day. It took a few days and then we finally got somebody in there that came and demoed the shower and cut out the sheetrock and everything. But the thing that I thought was really cool was I cleaned all of it off with the Thieves cleaner, all the mold off of the sheetrock. And then I let the Thieves oil diffuse in that closet for days. And they took that whole part of the sheetrock off and they broke it in half and all of the mold was out of the sheetrock. The sheetrock was damaged. You could tell that there was mold there at one point, but the sheetrock was totally damaged. And the guys actually asked me, they're like, can you diffuse this stuff in here? Because we have to wash everything down and then we need to leave, but can you diffuse this in here for like overnight? Because it's obviously working. And it totally like eradicated the mold so that the spores were not only like floating in our house while we were waiting for somebody to come, but it got rid of it. So when they did come in and start doing the demo, we really, really reduced the amount that was floating throughout the air. One of the other things that we always do is we travel with it, and you can purchase these 1 ounce sachets and you can put them in your like makeup bag and then just bring like an empty spray bottle. And then when you get there, you can fill this up, use it Like Kara said, if anything happens and you need to throw some into the bathtub and let people soak in the bath, you've got it handy. You can clean all of the surfaces while you're traveling. If you were in the car, just bring a bottle of the Thieves cleaner. This is absolutely fantastic for cleaning glass. And if you clean the glass of your car before you drive, not only does it get all of the like bugs off of there, but it seems to stay cleaner longer. And I have a lot of friends that are in RVs and they will not go anywhere if they haven't cleaned off their windshield with the Thieves cleaner, because it keeps it clean so that you can drive that really, really huge bug catching vehicle. It keeps it cleaner and the bugs don't seem to like stick to it, or if they're covered in it, it loosens them up and it gets them off. So we use Thieves for everything, every single surface. It's like the base of whatever cleaning product we use in our house, whatever I'm going to add to it. Thieves cleaner is the base and it has never failed me. My husband has it in the garage and he uses it for everything. Like this is the product that made my husband a natural product believer. It is fantastic.